What is up, everybody? Today we're out on the kayak. Today I'm going to just show you a fishing technique that I like to utilize when I'm fishing, late winter, early spring, looking for crappie. They're very structure driven, so what I'm going to try and do today, find some brush piles and just work baby shads over top of them. I'll show you my setup right now. All right, so for today's video, I'm going to be fishing a suspended jig. Got a Kamal float, and then I'm probably going to be just fishing like a 1/16 ounce jig with a baby shad. Reason being, when you're fishing brush piles like this, it could be super snaggy, so I'm going to try and fish above them to prevent, losing too much tackle. But stay tuned. Let's see if we could find some brush piles. All right, so real briefly, this is what my Lowrance looks like when I'm looking at regular sonar, down scan, and side scan. Now, the top left box, you can clearly see 3 different structures that are brush piles, and you can see fish that are slightly above them, which were crappie. Using all 3 of these different modes can help you identify brush piles much easier than just using one, because sometimes the sonar could be tricky and it could look like a pile of fish when in reality it's some type of structure. So this is one of the few times that I will utilize side scan. It'll help you in the long run find these structures much quicker if you're fishing an area that you've never fished before, because it covers a lot more ground. But if you don't have side scan, down scan, regular sonar will work as well. Once you find these spots, the biggest thing I can't stress enough, mark it on your depth finder or on your maps, because sometimes you get turned around and it might take you a little bit of time to find that structure again. All right, just pitched it in front of us. Trying to keep this one little location that we've been on. There we go. Man, look at that guy. Holy smokes. Oh, well, talk about an easy release right there. They were sitting off a brush pile to my left. In fact, let me get this out of the way. Gotta put this, put it over here. Yeah, I passed a brush pile. Pretty sure it's like somewhere right either to the left of where I casted. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh man, stupid extra rod getting in my way. Ended up having fish grab it there, just drop it. There it goes. Let's go. Now these ones are on a brush pile. The other ones seem to be off of a flat. Cool how that could be. All right, let's see if we can't get back on this fish we just were on. A little bit of wind now. There wasn't much in the beginning, so just got to be a little bit more mindful of which direction I'm moving, and because you could easily lose sight of where you are relatively quick. Trying to find that little ledge. That last ledge I found had some fish on it. Could be, I think it might be to my right, based off of which way the wind's blowing. Might be right there. We'll see. It's crazy when you're on it, because oh, like look at that. That's what I'm talking about. When you're on it, man. They don't take long. But when you're not, I mean, you see this guy's a little dink. But that tells me that brush pile's slightly to my right now. Oh, look at that. That one little jig. Let's go. Ooh, this one's got a little fight to him. Crazy how that is. Look at that guy. Just one little twitch, man, and that's all you needed. We're still holding strong with this first baby shad that we put on, which is actually pretty good for the amount of fish we've been seeing. They do make, you know, a really good baby shad. Oh man, look at that. I know there's multiple companies that manufacture that, you know, specific size, bait, and color, but I've always been a big fan of the Bobby Garland's. You know, anything that's quality that you don't have to buy a ton of and you could keep using is always a plus. Whew. Man, I don't know what that is. Crappie's my guess. Yep. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. Right in front of us. Try that again. Look at that. Oh, got him. Let's go. Man, today can't get any better. I think. Look at that, look at that. Look at that. Come on. Got him. I knew I would get him. I knew he was going to come back for it. There we go. Right on that brush pile, like I was saying. It's not a bad one. There we go. Let's go. This guy was just sitting on that brush pile. And let me see. Oh, there we go. Let's go. Man, they're just getting bigger and bigger on this little brush pile. And see, we're coming over another one right now. You know, you don't have to just fish one. If you're not catching fish on one, look for others, because, you know, there's a variety of different structures you could fish this time of year. I prefer brush piles because they seem to hold decent populations of crappie. Now, there's no wrong way to fish a brush pile. Personally, I'm fishing a suspended jig or float rig, however you want to call it. Reason being, with that much structure on the bottom, I don't want to run the risk of just jigging the bottom, because I feel like we're gonna lose a lot of jigs that way. And if these fish seem to be suspended up on top of the tree and brush piles, so, you know, another key, just keep that bait, you know, in the path that they're feeding in. You find that feeding zone, you're gonna find some crappies. Like I've said in, you know, previous videos, I've learned over time from, you know, crappie guys that fished them year round that, you know, they like to feed from beneath. So wherever you think they are, you want to have that bait slightly above where you think they're staging. Dang, son, look at that. I mean, they're just fired up today. Nothing like some spring crappie fishing. I mean, like this, it just becomes so much fun. Literally, it's pretty much cast, jig, weight, jig, and then you got a fish. Oh, there we go. Another one off the brush pile. Going in the wrong direction though, man. That's a tiny one. Oh. Alright. I'll tell you what, it really is a simple fish, and if you could find the brush piles, you could find the fish, typically. And what I found, if you get one to bite, man, it's gonna be a good day, because sometimes you could find them and for some whatever reason it may be, they might not be feeding. Today we're lucky. They are hungry as can be. It seems like if you get a cast in the, you know, general area of where you need to be, you're not waiting too long to get that hit. In fact, look, there's a hit right there. Got him. Definitely, if you're gonna fish floats too, I found match or pair your jig with the correct float. If you're fishing like a super light jig, like 132 ounce, 164 ounce, something super small, you're gonna want a smaller float, something like a trout magnet float. For what we're fishing, like a 1/16 ounce to a 1/8 ounce, you know, we have like a Kamal bullet float. Now you can go too heavy, and too heavy makes it so hard to actually catch these fish, because they'll pull down and they can feel the resistance from a bigger float, and makes it a little bit harder to catch them. You know, I'll show you it at the end of the video what I mean with like what float I'm talking about. But for this size jig, you know, this float's absolutely perfect, because it's enough resistance to get a decent hook set, and there's enough weight on it to make it much more castable in wind conditions. Man, oh, there was a hit and I missed them. I can't believe I just missed that last one. There we go. Came back for it. That's a bigger one. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. That'd be a good eating one. One for the breadcrumbs another day. Twitch, twitch. Oh, I was gonna say that was a twitch, twitch pause right there. And look, something's following it. Oh, he came for it. Yeah, twitch, twitch pause seems to be the go-to today. But like I said, you gotta vary your cadence. Sometimes that might be too quick, sometimes that might be too slow. And the nice thing about twitching it intermittently like that is you're always keeping your line sort of tight, because I do find one of the easiest ways you lose these fish is if you have too much slack in your line. Look at that. You have too much slack, you end up missing the hit, or you're not able to react quick enough. Man, I'll tell you what, love when they're feeding like they are today. Came back for it. Let's go. That's why sometimes, like I said, I might have been working a little too quick. You just got to vary the cadence to how they're biting. Sometimes, like our first few casts, they're pretty aggressive, and then that last one was kind of needing me to take it on a date before it finally took that hit. Oh, there we go. Man. That was pretty cool. That one hit it on a quicker movement. So I guess it's kind of like certain fish are slightly more aggressive than others type thing. I mean, some of the times if you land that cast perfectly, sometimes if you land right on their head, you'll look down, you'll look up, and realize that you're missing your float. Like that. The float went under, I wasn't even paying attention. Man, that's a big one. I'm here messing with my depth finder. Look at that paper mouth. That, not a slab, but pretty close. Oh, that last cast literally landed on the pile. Because as soon as that hit the water, it was under. Man. Oh. Oh, oh, they keep missing it. I pulled it out of his mouth twice. 3 times, actually. My God. That was bad. There it comes. Oh, I did it again. Man, all right, I'm gonna let him take it this time. See that? He's taking it right now. I'm letting him take it. Oh. Line got all tangled. Go figure, I'm getting a fish right now and my line's getting tangled. Man, I did a number to this. I got a fish on right now. I'm about to pull him in by hand so we don't lose him. Decent sized crappie by hand. I'm gonna be out for a minute trying to untangle the mess I made. All right, let's see how quick we can get another one. Ooh, that quick. Holy smokes. Yeah, they must be stacked up in this little section. Man, they're all about cookie cutter size. I don't know, like 10 inches, a little bit bigger some, a little bit smaller for some. But they are just hungry. I mean, that last cast, I mean, didn't even look. I'm already getting a hit. Something just grabbed it. Oh, look at that. Got him. Dang. I think we're gonna call this one the last one of the day, because that rain's coming in. I don't want to chance luck. Been a good day though. Beautiful crappie to finish the day.